Welcome back to today's NBA pick video play heading into the month of December. Going to be talking about this Western Conference matchup between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Give our take on who we feel has the better edge against the spread. To get all of our NBA plays, you can access those over at stumpthespread.com. Link down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading into this one, it does look like Russell Westbrook is going to be able to play, listed as probable. And we are going to go ahead and assume that he will be on the court starting here today for our prediction. So the road team, Minnesota, with giving those 4.5 points. On the year, they stand 13-9 overall. They are certainly a bigger threat than what we saw of them last year. They made some great acquisitions, kind of moving around some pieces to add to their young, intriguing talent. Bringing in a guy like Jimmy Butler, just a tremendous move overall from the Timberwolves. And this group, they haven't been quite as consistent as we'd like to see. Over the last couple of weeks, they've been alternating wins and losses in each of their last 6 games. They actually are under 500 over the last couple of weeks. It all started with their home loss against the Pistons, and then after that, they were blown out by the Hornets, but then they beat the Magic, lost to the Heat, beat the Phoenix Suns, lost to the Wizards, and then they beat the Pelicans in their last outing. So very back and forth. They've been playing at different paces. Some of these games have been very high scoring. Some have been more defensive oriented. In their recent loss at home against the Washington Wizards, Minnesota had a tough time offensively. They went on to lose that one by a final of 89-92 against Washington. But then in their last outing, looking much better offensively in a more up-tempo type matchup on the road against the Pelicans. Great result there from the Timberwolves. They went on to win by a final of 120-102. And just the fact that they've been alternating wins and losses here, it just has me concerned as to the consistency of this group as we head throughout the course of the regular season. This would be a great result if Minnesota was able to win back-to-back games on the road to kind of break out of this situation where they're just kind of alternating these wins and losses right now. But on the year, Minnesota, they have ranked pretty well offensively, 10th in the NBA in scoring average. They're putting up about 107.8 points per game, 21st in total team defense. And even though they are 13-9 overall, their plus-minus actually isn't that great. It's only about positive 0.6 points. So that means that they've had more of their losses by large margins than wins by large margins with that point differential, even though they are 4 games above 500 right now. So coming into this one, into that tough road atmosphere in Oklahoma City, they always have that great home crowd advantage, almost like a college crowd. The Thunder not getting the job done at this point in the year. They're 8-12 overall. I feel like the Thunder are going to start figuring things out at some point, whether that's today or in the coming games. They just have too much talent not to be a good team, a force in the Western Conference. With 4 games under 500, not getting the job done. And it's just a situation right now where Russell Westbrook, he got so used to being extremely ball dominant last year with the amount of talent that was around him not being great. This year, bringing in some talented guys, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, he's just having to change how he plays and just getting used to this new situation. It's taking some time, but we feel like over the course of the regular season, Oklahoma City will start to figure things out. It's almost put up or shut up time, however, for the Thunder, given the fact that we're well over a month into the regular season, and at some point, this group is going to have to start figuring things out. They've been more of a defensive-oriented squad. They're 4th in the NBA in total team defense, 22nd in scoring average, but they actually have a pretty respectable plus-minus. Their plus-minus right now is +3, so better than their opposition today, even though the Thunder are 4 games under 500 compared to the Timberwolves, who are 4 games above 500. So that just goes to show you when the Thunder have been able to pick up some wins, a number of them have been by very impressive margins. For instance, that recent win that they had against the Golden State Warriors at home, extremely impressive, beating probably what is the best team in the NBA right now by a final of 108-91. However, since that result, the Thunder, they've gone on to lose to the Pistons at home and then on the road back-to-back against the Mavericks and Magic. After losing the last 3 games, this has to be a wake-up call right now for Oklahoma City, and we do expect a great effort from the home team here as they try to get things back on track and grab a win here today against Minnesota. So coming into this one, we feel like it's going to be a fairly competitive outing, but behind that home court advantage, given the fact that Minnesota is going into their second straight road game, and also the fact that we just feel like the mentality of Oklahoma City is going to be in a place where they're a bit more desperate to grab a win, more likely to give a full-out effort here. We're going to go ahead side with the home team today, taking Oklahoma City, giving those 4.5 points as our NBA pick video play. And again, guys, to get all of our NBA plays, you can access those at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.